This show has been made possible with the continued support of the 7 Stars Partners. Hello, my friends, and welcome to APCW Perspectives. It is Thanksgiving week here in America, and even though we published this video on a Friday, as usual, I actually filmed it on a Tuesday so that I could enjoy the holiday with the family I have left. So, despite some speculation from people in the forum that this week's show would be brimming with UK content, it's not, okay? Nice guess, but you were wrong. Wrong. All that shit'll be on our next show. Yeah. What we will do this week, however, is expose just how ignorant and sensationalized the so-called media has become here in America, and of course we see it all around the world, but it's biased, especially when reporting on our industry, and, well, that should get your old blood pumping for the weekend. So, let's wander over to Rolling Stone to see what utter dumbassery is going on over there. And, spoiler alert, it's almost the exact same crap that these critics were saying about our industry back in 2005, which means that in 20 plus years, these shitbags haven't learned anything, researched anything, or managed to develop a new argument. This article was reported as news because, as you know, Rolling Stone is such a go-to source of factual information, and it makes several claims about our industry while citing almost zero sources. Except, of course, for the gambling addict who tried to take his own life, which is sad, yes, but not a basis for regulation, not a basis to condemn an entire industry, and not exactly an unbiased source, right? This article claims that online gambling here in America is easily accessible to kids. That's a lie. The article also says that gambling on college campuses has nearly doubled since it was legalized and regulated. That's a lie. And even claims that the industry here in America has no regulation. How ignorant and lazy do you have to be as a journalist to make those claims? The reporter even conflated player losses with the handle from sports books. So, if he was just confused about that, then he's absolutely the worst reporter to ever live. And if it was deliberate to mislead people, he's the biggest lying asshole that ever lived. But, to be fair, and let's just be honest here for a moment, the goal of modern journalism is not truth. It's to sell ads. So there's no need for research. There's no need to cite any sources. All you need is a victim and an axe to grind. You know, you might not know this, but Rolling Stone actually tried to buy a casino in downtown Las Vegas this year. But after their due diligence, they decided, nah, we're gonna pass. Wouldn't it be nice if they could apply that same due diligence to the crap they're reporting? Welcome back. You know, this rain, it's pretty persistent, but don't worry, it always lets up sometime around Christmas for a few days before starting back up again. And before we get into the second half of our show, I wanted to address what some of you out there may be thinking about what I said in the first half, because even I considered this question in my head. And that is, what's the difference between, say, the slant that Rolling Stone puts on the article and the slant of this show? Great question, and I'm happy to answer. Besides the obvious difference in reach and audience, this video is not news. Rather, it's a commentary show. We comment on the news and what it means for our industry, but we don't actually create the news. Second, we present this video as a commentary video, not the gospel truth. It's called Perspectives for a reason, because the comments I make are from the viewpoint of an affiliate, which I was for several years. You guys are free to disagree, and many have over the past several years, but the most important thing is that we make you aware of what's going on. We help you to think about the issues facing our industry, and we encourage dialogue about the topics in the forum, helping you affiliates run your businesses without any surprises. And part of our work here with affiliate programs is to help you webmasters make your own decisions about who you want to partner with. And with that said, earlier this week we published our last interview from London, where I spoke with the sweet and endearing Katerina from Makeberry Affiliates as we overlooked the River Thames. She told me about all the ways Makeberry works to help their webmaster partners earn more, including their generous revenue models, their marketing, their brands, and more. You can find that interview on our YouTube channel, our website, and in the forums at GPWA. Lastly, as that was our last interview from London, it's time to start thinking about and planning for our next trip to Barcelona for the ICE and IGB affiliate conferences. And this year, the theme of the IGBA event is Growing the Power of Play. Yep. Clarion says the conference will help attendees meet the right people, stay ahead of regulation, and network with industry leaders. Plus, discover the latest technology and products. There will also be opportunities to explore new and emerging markets. So save the dates between January 19th and 21st for IGB affiliates. And yeah, I think that's about it. I've got some leftovers if Thanksgiving is over. So even though I'm filming in advance, I already know what I'm going to be doing on Friday when this video comes out. Yeah. So I'm gone. Happy Thanksgiving to my American friends. Have a great week to everyone else around the world. And I'll see you next week, God willing. Hello, my friends. Didn't even make it 2 words in. It's gonna be a good day.